all I heard was RCB, RCB, RCB in the Chepauk Stadium. I mean, what worse can it get for CSK fans, actually? I mean, they've just been bossed in their own backyard.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hit Fantasy, your source of cricket analysis, commentary, and fun. I'm your host, Sean, joined by two cricket fanatics and one ecstatic RCB fan. Oh, there you go. Rahul and Nanesh. Rahul is the RCB fan, as you can tell by his shirt. And as you can tell by the scorecard, they've done it. RCB, those mad lads have actually done it. They've finally won in Chennai after 17 years. First time since the inaugural season of the IPL. I mean, you can see Rahul there. He's so happy. All the RCB fans are so happy. I mean, what an incredible result. We'll go straight to Rahul, who has something to ask of Nanesh since our last video.
Give me the letter. I want that letter right now. Give me the letter.
Well, as I promised, I don't break promises. So here's your letter that you have wrote actually. I just did mild changes here and there. Maybe
Okay.
that add something to the letter. So here's the letter. Dear RCB fans. Wait. Kohli fans, right? Sorry. Dear RCB, Kohli, whatever fans. I'd like to extend my sincere apologies for ever doubting the mighty Royal Challengers Bangalore. I meant Royal Chokers Bangalore, but again. I now realize the errors of my ways. RCB is truly a phenomenal team, and Virat Kohli is without a question the greatest cricketer to ever exist, and that is according to some delusional fans. Okay, I must also admit that 2016 final against this team over here, you can see against that team. Not sure why SRH came up in this letter, but again, this was not written by me. So I must admit that 2016 final was a complete fluke. But keep crying, you all RCB fans. RCB absolutely deserved that title, and it was nothing short of a strategy that didn't win. Strategy, bro. I mean, I think it was a heartbreak for you all for that final. So I'm happy that SRH has provided that. But again, this year the cup is final years. Isala Cup Namde. I think you meant to write Isala Cup Lollipop, but I think you forgot.
This is a very
But I hope
creative.
this apology is sufficient because I simply cannot keep repeating this every year. I don't know what you meant by that. I think you meant because you guys can't win. That's why I wrote every year again. Sincerely, the one IPL fan that you all love to hate.
That didn't sound like an apology letter. I think we need to crush y'all's backbone batting lineup and your wonderful bowling in our own backyard and launch 300 against y'all for you to be quiet about this. Because, I mean, if this result wasn't like a smack, I don't know what else would be. Beating CSK in their home backyard, which people say is the fortress, the fortress to breach. RCB has breached the fortress. What fortress is there, boss? I'm sorry. I know it's been 17 years, but like, bro, did you see how CSK played today? They did not play like it was a fortress. They played like they didn't even know what the pitch was like. Let's be honest. This Ruturaj Gaikwad. What did I say? What did I say in the preview for CSK? In my CSK. Oh my God, what is this auction? Hey, what did I say there? Ash and Noor, good picks, but what did I say? Rutu won't use. How many overs did Ash bowl today? 2 overs. You know Ashwin's record against Patidar? Or does Ruturaj Gaikwad know Ashwin's record against Patidar? 2 wickets, 25 runs from 24 balls, and an average of 12. Patidar averages 12 against Ashwin, and he doesn't bowl a ball to Patidar. Jadeja averages crazy against Kohli. He doesn't bowl to Kohli. 37 and 3 overs.
Kohli, there's no point of bowling to him. He got out to Noor, so there's nothing.
I mean, this guy will keep hating, so I don't think there's any point going to the RCB and Virat Kohli hater here. Might as well label him the Indian at this point. But and Danish, wait.
But then,
it's my day to talk. It's my day to talk. It's my day to talk.
Okay, sure. Go for it.
Okay, so I mean, y'all were doubting RCB, right? Yesterday, saying like 65-35. What was it? 99-1 and 99-1. I don't even know.
One person.
I'm surprised he did
the one person anyone has. Anyone has that one person.
Okay, but you can't call this luck, bro. How can you call this luck? I'll take my L. But...
Yeah, yesterday was also SRH LSD was also one person. Luck that they took it. Luck, bro. That's it.
I mean, we lost the toss also, so I don't know what you mean by luck, but we lost that one aspect that is luck based in the game. So, and we still won the game. I mean, maybe one luck was that Salah came at number 9. it was a bit early
Yeah.
for him. I think if he came at a number 11, we would have been even.
But I think Kohli planted more trees than Dhoni did today.
I mean, for sure, bro. I think Kohli knew we were gonna win anyway, so he decided to do help for the society. I mean, I'm all for it. You know, you know what I loved though, that Tala decided to help the society until the game was out of reach and then decided to please the fans. You know, he covered both aspects of things, and that's why I'm a hats off to you, Tala. I mean, just planted the trees first and then planted his own love in the fans' mind. And he made sure the fans left happy because, as we know, CSK fans don't care about the result at the end of the day, right? That's how it seems like. And, you know, all I heard was RCB, RCB, RCB in the Chepauk Stadium. I mean, what worse can it get for CSK fans, actually? I mean, they've just been bossed in their own backyard, and cheers of RCB have just come over the stadium, and they settled to a point where losing by 50 runs is no longer big margin in T20 cricket. Great attitude. Well played, CSK.
And that's
Uh,
the attitude a captain must have, and he showed his captaincy. He's still strong, and he's very strong that they'll come back. So I
captaincy
mean,
did he show
just
that he
kudos
can
to
give up
him.
200 in a place where 200 is impossible to hit?
I don't think they hit 200.
Bro,
Okay, boss,
196.
196.
If we hit 287 acceleration, you guys can't call it 300. So same thing here.
Yeah, because
90.
300. Because 300 minus 287 is more than 200 minus 196,
This
right? Like
match.
Tala did the math, I'm also will do the math now and show you, okay?
No,
He
but yeah.
Tala's not the only guy to do the match. But okay, let's actually talk about the game now, considering we have all the proceedings done, right? All the rituals we talked about. I mean, I am not really impressed with the letter you came up with because it didn't seem
I
like you
didn't write
really
that. You wrote the
it didn't,
letter.
but it didn't seem like
That
you
was not
really
my
wanted
letter.
to.
That was not my
It did,
letter. That was not
it
my letter.
did
You
not
wrote
seem
that.
like you. It did not seem like you really, felt the sorry when you should have.
I
So,
feel sorry for
you failed the
RCB, bro.
challenge. You failed the challenge.
You
Once
you
RCB,
think I will
once
ever
RCB,
feel bad for RCB, bro?
once RCB bashes SRH, I expect a proper letter from you. Okay, just promise me that.
All right.
That
But
won't happen.
let's talk about the actual game. Sean, I want to hear your insights because you're the one saying 65-35, RCB 0-2 to start the season, tough batting. So I want to hear your insights on the game first.
Okay.
We trolled Nanish enough. I want to get to you now.
Okay, but so here's one thing. I did not anticipate Phil Salt to hit as well as he did in the power play. I thought he would get dismissed early, and he actually provided that. And Virat Kohli was going less than run a ball in the power play, and then Phil Salt, and I mean he wasn't striking it well, Virat Kohli, but Phil Salt, and he was playing unbelievable, bro. Like he was simply sensational in that power play, and that's what pushed RCB to a pretty decent score out of the first 10 overs, and so that was one thing I was not anticipating. Phil Salt playing how well he did, and Padikkal as well. He 27 off 14 in Chennai. I mean, he is just different in RCB colors. Honestly, I thought he wouldn't be very impressive at all, and he didn't at the start. It didn't look like he was going to be, but then he definitely picked it up there. And then Rajat Patidar. I mean, unbelievable. He showed his ability to smack spin. I mean, I thought he would be a key factor in this game, and he certainly was. Great knock by him. Captain's innings there, 50. And just in general, Tim David, he struggled to hit the slower balls of Sam Curran at the beginning of that last over, and then he just bashed him for 3 sixes in the last over. So kudos to him. I didn't think they'd get to close to 200. I thought it would like fizzle out at like 180, just because they slowed down a bit at the end. Then Tim David finished it off very well. But yeah, the not bowling Ashwin 4 overs was a very odd choice. I guess he got hit. Same with Jadeja. But like, you got to back them, I think, just a little bit more in this type of game. I mean, they said the track was not super easy to bat on, or that sorry, the track was like a little easier to bat on, or Noor Ahmad said during the break. But then we saw CSK, and I do want to say this: there was like no intent, bro. I mean, maybe it was just the pitch they were playing on, but RCB made it look like you could actually like bat somewhat decently, and CSK was just very disappointing. I think their power play score was around.
And that was because I think that was because they didn't have any intent. Other than that, they could have easily chased that score down.
But the thing is, you have to have intent
Crazy.
when you're chasing 196 in like anywhere, especially in Chennai,
Also,
bro.
I think they got
also
too relaxed that they
they're
won
not
their
facing
first
their
game,
own
so that's
bowling
the only
attack.
problem.
not facing their own bowling attack to give up 124 to Marcus Stoinis and let 215 get chased down. We got to also admit that, okay? They're not playing their own bowling
Oh,
attack for that. Let's mention that first. But Sean, that the stutterer you had on the Rajat Patidar's name, that just shows his aura even more. I mean, you doubted him as captain. You doubted him as captain. Look at him. I mean, 2-0. He's looks like everything he touches turn to gold, and the field placements, the bowling changes, magnificent. Today he aced it by giving the 6 overs, just going with pace and the ball's moving around, and then bringing the spinners on. And I thought, although I had Krunal Pandya on my hit fantasy team, I wanted him to bowl and take some wickets. It was smart not to give it against Dube, Rachin, all those guys, and let them settle in on that matchup. So, disappointed for my fantasy team, but really happy with the strategy that he's employing for the future of the tournament. But yeah, as far as the intent factor you said, I'm 100% agreeing with you. It was just like it seemed like they were just trying to set a total of 150, thinking they forgot that they conceded 200 in the previous innings and thought they were batting first and setting a total. It seemed like that. And first of all, 150 is not going to be enough against this RCB side. Second of all, just remember that you actually bowled the first innings next time, please, when you're batting like this. And Sam Curran, man, I mean, Kadekutti Singham. He'll give 50 runs and hit back only 15. He didn't
Came
even
to
hit
fruition
15,
today, I'll
unfortunately.
say that.
I mean, he bowled a good first 2 overs. I'll admit that, but Tim David just climbed in, and I'll take my L on the Padika and Tim David claims. I said they probably were not going to suit the RCB style of play, at least for this wicket, but they both proved me wrong, and I'm glad to be proven wrong. Padika, I love him as a player, and I'm so glad he was able to step up. Tim David played a blinder of innings. I'd argue that innings was the difference between a win and a loss, because if you 180 is a different ball game than 195 200, the mindset completely changes. So that momentum was so crucial for RCB. So I'd argue that might be a difference between a win and a loss, that knock. So yeah, I was so impressed by that. And
I think the only
I gotta
difference
say,
from my side for CSK was if Dhoni came one higher up, one batting order, they could have probably done. Okay, I won't say they could have easily won the game. Maybe just 10-15 runs
No,
difference.
but here's my problem though. He came in
That's
when
the
there were
only
still a
thing
lot
I
of
don't understand
overs.
about
Like,
CSK.
no, there were overs left when Dhoni came in, but he, like Rahul was saying, it's so hilarious because he literally waited until the it was mathematically impossible for them to win, and then he started hitting. Like, what is the defense for that? I don't understand. Like, it's actually
If you are
the
criticizing Dhoni
defense
that
is
he
the
started
defense for
hitting,
that, bro. What is the
if you
defense then? The defense itself.
if you criticize Dhoni that he started hitting only after going hitting after the mathematics were not on their side, I mean in that case Dhoni should have probably ended up taking our CSK even closer, right? Then 50 runs, he could have probably taken with 10, 20 runs also. But that's not the mindset he had. He couldn't hit. I mean, that's the only thing. Kohli couldn't start his
he didn't
innings
even
too.
swing though,
You gonna
bro.
defend Kohli for that?
Kohli was
If you
actually trying
tell
to
me
swing.
If you tell me Kohli couldn't hit, I agree. Kohli was going for it. Okay, I'll admit he didn't get it today. He just didn't connect today properly, and it happens for a batter where you get days you can't connect, but you can't get out either. That was exactly what Kohli was
Yeah,
going through
and
today.
you have Kohli playing in a power play, and he could not get going, and you're asking Dhoni, who's
Bro,
coming
you need
at number
90 off
9, and asking
30,
him.
Kohli
and
showed
you're
intent.
you're
Kohli showed
pushing it
intent.
for a single, bro. I don't get it. Like, at least try and
I
hit. You're
mean, the
capable of hitting
opposite
like
batter
that.
was, I guess he
Kohli,
wanted Jadeja or Ashwin to hit on the other side, where when he came in was there.
Bro, you need
bro,
boundary.
when you need 90 of 30, you can't expect one side to go for it. Tala is not a tail ender for him to give strike to the other person.
No, yeah, that
Like
type of
he
Yeah,
play,
has
okay.
it.
it's
He
just
really has
disgraceful
it
to
in him.
me.
He's scored.
Exactly. He's that type of player to hit like boundaries when a team needs it. I
Uh,
guess
I
not
think it was
recently,
one-off
but
game.
still. Huh?
You've been saying a lot of one-off games these days, buddy. Is the whole tournament gonna be one-off games for you?
We'll see, but I mean, I
See,
think that was enough of this RCB fan being elated
okay,
about
Tala, right?
RCB winning.
Tala is
So I would like to
42
congratulate them. I would like to congratulate them on winning in Chepauk. It took you nearly 17 years, almost 2 decades, to win a league match again in Chepauk. I think I just want to finish off by saying that even if RCB wins titles for next 4 years, that's a if and a if they win titles for the next 4 years, their legacy still would not match what CSK has achieved in these past few years. So I mean, one match, like, just I guess you can be elated as you want.
RCB is clearly the team on the rise, aren't they? I mean, who cares? Okay, I'm sorry,
Oh, you
but
said the same thing. I know you brought up SRH in your letter, so I'm gonna bring up SRH here again. I think you said that same thing in 2016, right? RCB is a team on the rise and whatnot nonsense.
we didn't even know each other in 2016. How would I have said that to you then?
Again, I mean, you said it, bro. You said it with me, bad tickets. Like,
Okay, but see, RCB was the best team that year. I didn't say on the rise. They were the best team that year. It happens, okay? It happens. I agree, but I mean, I gotta say, it's only 2 games. It's only 2 games. I'm not getting ahead of myself, but this is the most balanced RCB team I've seen ever in terms of batting and bowling. I've not seen a more balanced team, and the captaincy and the way they're operating just seems so fresh and something like I've like. It just seems like they know what they're doing and they've adapted to the current T20 needs. But they're also not playing reckless or mindless, so like some other teams are. They're playing very
I
calculated.
think the other team. Okay, let's be honest. Why are you saying other team? Just say SRH. Let's be honest. I mean,
It's not only
happy to
SRH.
accept that. I'm happy to accept that. I mean,
See, I
we're
don't want.
fine. Our first target is 300. I'll accept it on record. Our first target is 300. Doesn't matter if we lose games. I'll take 300 more than the win. That's the
Well,
situation we're in because we have more trophies than you. I'll be honest. We have more trophies than you.
okay. First of all, you have one. Okay, I don't know why you're acting like you're the next CSK or something when you're not, or the next Mumbai Indians. You're not. Just wearing a yellow jersey doesn't make you a CSK fan. Okay, so
I
let's
mean, if you want, I can wear SRH. Also, have it here.
why? Because
Oh, that
for
one star.
getting your target mode in 16 overs, I don't think we need that here, buddy.
If you're
But
talking about getting target more than 16 overs, you should also talk about us mowing a target in 10 overs or 9.6 to be precise. 9.4. 9.4.
that was last year, right? Okay, fine. Okay, I can talk about that.
Yeah,
I can talk about that when y'all do it again. Okay, I'll give you your credit when you need it. Don't worry about that. But overall, I loved watching this RCB team. I think it's the best one ever. Just purely because of the balance. Like, okay, think
It's been
about it.
two
Like
games,
when we
man.
had the bad.
so
Relax.
No, I think I'm saying okay. I'm saying okay. Let's look at the RCB teams in the past. We've seen 3 big names in the batting and maybe like a Chahal in the bowling. That's it. Here, you don't have those like everyone seems like they can contribute. That's what I'm saying. Purely because of that, I'm saying like Boovy and Hazelwood look very good in the power play. Like they seem like they have a
or
bowling attack and a good middle order. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying because
uh,
of how
I
I'm
miss
seeing the
Booby.
brand they
That
play,
was the
not those.
one great thing I saw from RCB. Finally bringing back Booby, man. Like, good
Yeah, they
lord,
dropped him,
you
right?
guys.
They dropped him last game, right?
Yeah, man. Like, you guys are. See, Booby came back and you guys won again.
Didn't we win last game when Bowie wasn't there though?
But I mean, according to you, this is better winner, so that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, even if we beat CSK by 1 run, it would have been a better win. But yeah.
Okay.
I'd say both. I mean, this is like these two games are arguably the two hardest games RCB are gonna have to. I mean, Eden Gardens. I mean, it was a decent service to bat on, and KKR made it look kind of difficult in the back end there. But I mean, and then Chennai, the fortress. I guess no longer a fortress. I mean, I'd still call it a fortress. 17 years, but like,
We called Gaba for saying,
mm,
that's getting demolished in 2032, right?
yeah. But I
Cheers,
mean,
Chennai is never getting demolished.
my point is that they won the two hardest games of the year already, and they won them in some style. So I think it's fair to say that this is a very well balanced side. Is better than I thought it was going to be. I'll take my L there, and let's see. I mean, every we've seen good
I mean,
RCB teams
overall
before,
picture
so
though, Sean. Overall picture though, I mean, occasional victories by underdogs adds like some excitement to the tournament, right? So I guess you can take in that angle
I don't
too.
know if we
So
can call
don't get
RCB
too elated
underdogs
too.
anymore, man.
I
I mean,
get fine.
but to be
Just I
honest,
guess get excited and call them champions at this point.
yeah, I mean, you're predicting the future, so I like that
I
there.
mean, it might
But
take RCB another 17, 18 years again to win at Chennai too. Who knows?
the way Rutraj is using his spinners, I think every year we might see this kind of result. not only for RCB but for other teams as well visiting, because they're making it like in the Tamil there's a saying called Vandare Vara Vaikum Bhumi. You know what that means? We make people like who come here, like the guests, live happily. So that might be Chepauk with the way spinners are being used. Whoever comes will be treated nicely and given 2 points.
I mean, that's
That's how
kind of been
it's
how the
might be.
Chinnaswamy Stadium has been recent, like in the past years. So
That's why I'm saying I'm getting there. I'm getting there. That's
Oh,
why, like,
I don't think you guys. I think you truly underestimating CSK's power. I mean, they'll get back. They'll answer everyone's
no,
question.
I
So
they
I'm just
have the
waiting
team
for
to win
that.
here, but you can't not use your spinners like that. Like you have Ashwin and Jadeja, you're not giving them 4 overs, regardless,
Is
bro.
RCB playing CSK again? In Chennai this year?
Swami,
Uh,
maybe.
we'll see how
You
that
think
goes.
you think the CSK batting lineup can chase 200? Like, give me an honest answer.
I think they need to drop Chepauk and bring Vijay Shankar. That could change their luck.
Are you sure about
So
that?
Chepauk is a walking wicket, man. And then same with Rahul Tripathi. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
that
guess
guy's
there's
doing
no
in that
harm
team.
in bringing Vijay Shankar in,
and we've seen Vijay
but
Shankar
Uh,
when he was on Gujarat Titans. He had that
I
good
mean,
knock against RCB in the
credit where it's
playoffs.
due. RCB's win today. I mean, it is a note. I mean, it's an achievement at least for them. Not for other IPL teams.
yeah, because they
Uh,
didn't win. I mean, only one team won today. How can it be an achievement for other people?
yeah, but I mean, but at the end of the day, it stands as like a single event against the backdrop of the CSK's dominance in IPL with 5 titles under their name compared to like Lollipop on RCB.
This seems very salty for even a non-CSK fan to say. I
So if
mean,
you call me salty, and if because
sorry,
of all
salty's on
these
our team,
statements.
so I can't even say that
No, no, no,
anymore.
no, no. Listen. If you call me salty for acknowledging all these things, that one win in 17 years doesn't overshadow CSK's 5 IPL trophies and what other achievements that CSK has done, bro. You can honestly call me Ocean, bro. I'm fine. You can call me Ocean. Take it, bro. If you call me salty, you can call me Ocean.
Put this in a auto, back of auto or something. A dialogue. If you can call me salty, you can call me an ocean. It's like
I
if
mean,
you are bad, I'm your
if you
dad.
you're not because these are some facts that I'm stating, and then you keep thinking I'm salty, and then what
See,
other
but what
things?
are we talking about? We're talking about today's match, right? And you're bringing up history. So, I mean, if that's not salty, I don't know what is salty.
Okay,
I mean, history speaks more than volume, I guess.
Volume, what? Computer volume?
density,
Oh, bro, I
something.
mean, CSK is long, but yeah, I
Okay,
mean, at the end of the day, as a RCB hater and as a supporter, CSK supporter, I still think Isala Cup Namde won't be happening, and then RCB is not a team. It's just it's an emotion for RCB teams, and that emotion is called eternal disappointment.
Saying that after this kind of victory is wild, but I do think RCB has
Uh,
start well at
yeah,
Chinnaswamy Stadium purely because they're the only team to have a losing record at their home, right? So, but I think this team is suitable for the Chinnaswamy purely because they got bowlers who can swing it up front and the batting. But I think it's important to start well there and to make sure we can get a positive record going there. And I just want to be wary of that as well before making any huge claims. I'm just saying this looks the best team, RCB team, based on the balance of it and how they've been playing so far. So that's all I'm claiming right now, but we have to see how the next few games go.